welcome to Shooby Dooby Doo-Op, a podcast where we talk about pop music, specifically by deep diving a randomly chosen UK top 10 singles chart from the past. I'm James Cook.
I'm Andy Robinson. Which randomly chosen UK singles top 10 chart from the past are we looking at this week, James?
It's the 31st of January 1995. We are halfway through our countdown, so numbers 10 to 6, they're already up on the internet for you to listen to or watch. Do check that out. But just in case you can't, here's a quick recap of what we've covered so far. Down 4 places to number 10, it's Tell Me When by The Human League.
A literary verse with a nagging chorus with extra added na-na-nas.
Up 3 to 9, it's Riverdance by Bill Whelan.
A global phenomenon with restricted upper body movement.
Down 1 to 8, it's Basket Case by Green Day.
We do have the time to listen to you whine.
A new entry at 7, I've Got a Little Something For You by MN8.
A not so literary verse, but still with a nagging chorus and added na-na-nas.
And up 5 to number 6, it's Runaway by MC Sarr and The Real McCoy.
A cowardly critique of capitalism, not with na-na-nas, but with OOOs. As always, you can listen to all of these songs we've just talked about in our previous episode and the one we're going to talk about in this, and also another half a dozen songs which never ever appeared in the top 10, and they're for our exclusive Patreon members where we talk about records that have never made the charts, James.
Yep, you can find those links to the Spotify and YouTube playlists in the description, and you can join our Patreon community by going to patreon.com/ShoobyPodcast.
Number 5.
It's a non-mover at number 5. It's Nicky French with Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Not to be confused with Total Eclipse of the French by Nicky Hart.
Not to be confused with Nicky Eclipse of the Heart with French Total. All right, now this is... All right, let's get the facts out of the way. Did Nicky French write this herself, James? Did she originally record it herself?
No.
I'm an ignoramus. Who did? What is it? Why? Who? Why? How?
So it's a huge hit from the 80s, isn't it? Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler. Got to number 1, both here in the UK and in the US. Written by Jim Steinman, him of writing all the songs for Meatloaf. And a big, epic, anthemic, would you say a torch song, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, huge. And to this day, beloved of karaoke singers worldwide.
Really
and then
is.
No one asked for this version of it at all, and yet here it is.
At number 5 in the charts, we've talked about it many times. Example I always use, James, is UB40 and Can't Help Falling in Love as an example of a great song anyway, so it doesn't really matter who's done it afterwards. What other ones have we done in the past? Covers of UB40 come up a lot, don't they? That I Got You, Babe. Who sang Forever Young, that X Factor singer?
Yeah, X Factor singer who did Forever Young. That's showbiz.
Yeah.
And the Missy Elliott and Christina Aguilera version of Car Wash.
We've done loads of covers anyway as a point, and this is another one of them. I like Total Eclipse of the Heart, so I'm going to say I like this song, just generally, regardless of who's done it. It's very 1995. It's not built for people who like Bonnie Tyler, is it? It's built for people who want to go out dancing. I mean, everybody on YouTube is saying which is the best. Loads of people say this is better than Bonnie Tyler. Loads of Bonnie Tyler fans say this is better than Nicky French. Rob Adams says, I'm not convinced we needed a disco version of this song. But that brings into the idea the notion of need. Do you need any songs, really, Rob Adams?
Yeah, Rob. This is the second most successful charting version of this song, because there have been others, ahead of the Glee cast, who got to number 9 in 2010. And in 2003, Jan Wayne got to number 28 with a cover of it. Do you know Jan Wayne?
Wasn't he in True Grit?
Yeah, and his friends Clint Eastwood and Gary Capap. This song had briefly charted in the lower reaches in October of the year before, but in January 1995 it re-emerges and it spends 3 weeks at number 5. In the United States, it gets to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and spends 6 months on the chart. Her only other top 40 hit was in 2000 when she represented the United Kingdom at Eurovision.
There, and again, listen to part 1 for even more Eurovision references.
Yeah, don't play that song again.
Is that a good thing to say? Do you think listen to part 1 because we mentioned it? I'm not sure, but nonetheless, we
if they're going to drive listeners, we don't know.
And we talk about our favourite dinners and what serial killers like.
It came 16th behind the winners Denmark, and in 5th place, the greatest Eurovision song of all time, Vada Hada Dudenda by Stefan Raab.
There's no arguing with that. It's fact. Email us in, put comments below if you can think of a better Eurovision song. ID 1020 in the comments below says, this song is a woman's way of elegantly saying, I'm horny, LMAO. I've never heard this song and thought it's horny. Have you?
Is that a total eclipse of the heart? Is that what that means?
I don't know. Let's have a little look. Obviously, everyone knows the song, James, but we can do it briefly. Turn around. Every now and then, I get a little bit lonely, and you're never coming round. Just remember the joke that I heard once upon a time about someone who had a Bonnie Tyler sat-nav. Do you remember it?
No, but I can work it out.
It was good, actually, because it had the turnaround bit, and also, I can't remember the exact setup, but it was broken, so every now and then it fell apart. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears, and then this nice turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of the years has gone by. That's a good line, isn't it? Doesn't sound horny.
Well, not the way you sing it.
Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, and then I see the look in you, and he goes up to the turn around, bright eyes. What happens every now and then?
Fall apart.
Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. And then, you know, need you now. And then those chords, we've heard those chords a million times, James, the old, when the night is come. It's one of them, anyway. G, E minor, C, D, if it's in that key. It's a winner, isn't it?
Do you know what inspired this song? This is what Jim Steinman said.
Go on, I'm all ears.
By the 1922 film Nosferatu. IMDb rating 7.8.
And would that be the Nosferatu, not the Nosferatu character singing it, whoever it's, oh, God.
Turn around, bright eyes. Yeah. This is the first time we've talked about Jim Steinman. So he's probably, you know, he's best known for all the work he did with Meatloaf, among others. Did you know which 1995 number one single he produced?
Give me a clue.
It's not what you'd expect. I was shocked to find it out.
I need more than that. What 1995 single? I have no idea.
Never Forget.
Take that, did he?
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yep.
All right, that's a good fact.
And he only won one Grammy Award in his career for working on Who's album.
And that won't be Meatloaf again, I'm supposing.
No, it's someone who's coming up later in this chart.
Can't be the Hotstepper.
No, it's not Inikamosi, no.
Can't be Where Did You Come From, Where Did You Go, Jim
No,
Steinman.
not the Rednecks.
He can't be. He's going to set you free on the dad. We're giving loads of good spoilers. What's coming
Yeah.
up? It's got to be Celine Dion then.
Yeah, it is. He wrote It's All Coming Back to Me.
Okay. Ironic, since I couldn't remember it.
Why does this song, maybe this version, maybe the other version, but why do they get a little bump in streaming every 18 months?
18? Oh,
Yeah.
because of eclipses.
Yeah.
All
That's right. Whenever there's an eclipse, more people listen to Total Eclipse of the Heart.
They say that, don't they? If you write a song about Christmas or, you know, birthday, that people are going to sing at least once a year. Hence, me writing a song about getting your boiler serviced.
Do you know who produced this version?
No.
It's produced by Stock Aitken and no one else.
Yeah, I mean, it's got that feel about it, hasn't it? It's very sugary. You know, I like the Bonnie Tyler version a lot because there is a gothic darkness to it. I feel that was lost from this song. It doesn't matter because everybody dancing to it is not thinking, where's the emotional heart? You know, but you don't have to choose one version. We've talked about this many times.
Yeah, but I will.
Yeah, me too.
Number 4.
A non-mover at number 4. Hit it! Here comes the Hotstepper by Inikamosi.
I've loved this song for years, James.
Yeah, and me.
All right, then.
It's great fun. And to this day, any party, put this on. Put this on and it goes off.
You hear it all the time, don't you? You see it in films, it's been in Family Guy, it's been in famously maybe Peter Kay, Car Share, where the fella from the League of Gentlemen is hilarious singing it.
Reece Shearsmith trying to make Peter Kay laugh by singing this is very, very funny.
I love this character, whoever that one turns up for the one episode. But when the record comes on the radio, he goes, I was a very naughty boy to this back in the day. Hilarious. That's a good version to check out on YouTube.
The outtakes as well are on YouTube, and they're very funny.
So you're constantly aware of this song somehow, 30 years later. It is a song of not self-reference, as I mentioned every week in the intro in part one. This is a song of self-regard, though, isn't it? It's another song with na 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 in it. It features quite heavily the na 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 bit in this record.
And where did he get those na na nas from?
I do not know.
They are from Land of a Thousand Dances.
The Wilson Pickett song. Oh, that's the same melody, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
Of course.
But it's actually the version by Cannibal and the Headhunters
Okay.
in 1965.
Okay.
And what's interesting about that is that bit only happens by accident because Frankie Cannibal Garcia, the lead singer, forgot the lyrics. So he just started going, na, 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 while he tried to remember it.
Frankie Cannibal Garcia is a singer, not Inni Kamosi.
No, in Cannibal and the Headhunters, that
apologies.
this version then copies.
My apologies. I got confused with all the facts, not for the first time.
Well, maybe Frankie Cannibal Garcia gets the credit. Nope, Chris Kenner, who co-wrote Land of a Thousand Dances, who didn't come up with the na-na-na bit, but did come up with the tune.
Okay.
He gets a writing credit on this. There are quite a lot of samples in this.
Who came up with the na 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 bit for the Wilson Pickett then? That was his lyrical
No, Frankie Cannibal Garcia from the Cannibal and the Headhunters version. That's where the na-na-nas come from.
And that's before Wilson Pickett. My apologies. Yeah. I'm so confused. Tell me more.
So Heartbeat by Tana Gardner, which is kind of the general sort of groove of the record, which means Kenton Nix has a credit. But there's also the guitar from Hung Up on My Baby by Isaac Hayes. The echoey yell at the beginning. Hey, hey, hey. Do you know where that's from?
Nope.
It's from The Champ by the Mohawks.
Okay.
I'm Coming from Hot Pants by Bobby Bird. Hit It is from La Di Da by Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick. Murderer is from Roots and Culture by Shabba Ranks. And the sort of high-pitched noise that plays throughout is from The Payback by James Brown. All these little bits come together in this sort of glorious collage.
Yeah, it's a potpourri, a casserole of great pop music.
So
it's got its own identity, this record.
Yeah, absolutely does. You wouldn't go, oh, this is just Nick loads of other bits. Maybe the na-na-nas if you really thought about it.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the producer who sort of put it together. There's a guy called Salam Remy, who we have spoken of before. I think both times in bonus tracks because he produced Tears Dry on Their Own.
Amy Winehouse.
And the Miss Dynamite album, A Little Deeper.
I thought Mark Ronson was renowned for producing Amy Winehouse album Back to Black. Not that song, seemingly.
No, not that song. And also This Girl Is on Fire, Alicia Keys. And Fuji La. No one knows who that's by.
All right.
Inni Kamosi, or to give him his birth name, Cecil Campbell.
Hello, Cecil.
Do you think people would have still bought Here Comes the Hotstepper if it was by Cecil Campbell?
Probably not.
Yeah. Inni Kamosi means Mountain of the True God. That's a cool thing to call yourself, isn't it? And it's a true one-hit wonder. He gets to number 4. He never has another hit. Ever.
Do you know, it's so popular and so omnipresent in today's culture that I'm hoping he made loads of money and he doesn't have to.
There's a reason why he made a load of money from it. I think 2 reasons. Number 1, it features in the movie Pret-a-Porter. IMDb rating 5.2. The other reason he would have made a load of money was this was a Christmas number 1 in the United States of America.
Okay, really?
Yes. So technically, Here Comes the Hotstepper is a Christmas song, and we should play it every Christmas, along with Slade and Wizard and Band-Aid.
All right, well, if we're talking about American mentality, I'm the lyrical gangster, seems to make sense, does it? Money to burn, baby, all of the time. In times of war, James, Americans have got that. Yeah. I mean, I'm the daddy of the Mac Daddy, all this sort of stuff. He's doing some right showing off, isn't he? Old Inni, old Cecil.
does that make him the Mac granddaddy? If he's the daddy of the Mac daddy.
Could be, couldn't it?
My Mac daddy's daddy is my Mac granddaddy.
Yeah.
He's extraordinary. He's got juice like a strawberry.
Heather B912 says, if this could be played once a day on huge speakers in every neighbourhood, we'd all find common ground.
Do you think we get sick of it?
I don't know. I mean, the bravado of it all, James, he's a gangster, isn't he, in this song? That's very much what you're saying, a lyrical one at least. He's a shiz, all of it. And it made me think, like for somebody who maybe works in finance or something, they couldn't sing this song, could they? What's the name of that person who accounts for all the figures? They go into a company and do a lot of work. What are they?
An auditor.
You got it. So if they imagine if any was that, he'd have to go. I'm an independent professional.
Auditor.
Examining finances.
Auditor.
And operational processes.
Auditor.
For compliancy.
Auditor.
Yes, we divide and yes, we multiply. Yes, I'm checking on efficiency. Lots of risk assessment. Gathering evidence of anything fraudulent. Cha-chang, cha-chang, chang, because I'm a, you know what I am, I'm a...
Auditor.
Thank you.
I was delighted to be part of that. Chicka Cheng Cheng is a great bit, isn't it?
One of the best bits of the record, and there's loads of them.
Number 3.
It's a non-mover at number 3. It's Entrance with Set You Free. The record, James, that you mentioned in part 1, which was a dance record, you said there's a much better one coming up. I believe it to be this one.
It is this one. Now, you say it's by Entrance.
Yes.
Is it Entrance or is it Entrance?
I did wonder. What do you think?
Well, they'd be a bit like the Doors then, wouldn't they?
Yeah. I interviewed, once upon a time, I interviewed a band called Dogs Die in Hot Cars. Do you remember them?
Yeah.
I interviewed them once, and one of my questions was, if you were called that, if that's your band name, which are the ones you rejected? I thought that was a good question. They were nothing but charming. And he said, I was so into the Doors, we were thinking of calling our band Hinge once. Yeah, I love this record this week. I mean, I didn't particularly care about it at the time. It's not my thing so much, but the rhythmical thrust of this record is thrilling, James.
It is thrilling. And, at the time it wasn't my kind of thing as well. Pathetic little indie boy that I was.
Yeah.
But this feels huge. It feels anthemic. It feels that this is going to bring back so many memories to people who were ravers at the time and out dancing at the time, if they can remember it.
If you can remember the mid-90s, you weren't there.
Oh, Christ. That means I wasn't in the mid-90s because I can remember it. This is the third time round for this song.
Okay.
It was recorded in 1992 and first released in 1993, but didn't chart. Then it was re-released in April 94, got to 39. And then it's re-released in 1995 and peaks at number 2. It would then be remixed and re-released in 2001 and get to number 4. So it just keeps coming back over the course of about 7 years.
Yeah.
Why is it in January 95 that it suddenly becomes a massive hit?
I don't know.
Well, they put it down to the fact that they just got out there on the road and they were playing it in clubs live and going to places and getting it out there and letting people hear it and see it. That's what they say. They said it was just pure hard work and graft.
Old school promotion.
Yeah. Okay. And that made me like it a lot more, hearing that story about it.
Yeah, it's a real winner, as I say. It's a record with, it hasn't got na 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 or oh in. It's got yeah as a little hook at the end, keep you going.
It does. And what does it start with?
I can't remember.
What a brilliant impression of it that was. That was spot on. No one could fault that. It starts with thunder.
Was that thunder you just did?
Yeah, that was thunder. Listen.
Do some lightning now.
Well, lightning doesn't make a noise.
Do some...
Thunder does.
Do a balloon going up and down. Can you do that one?
A balloon going up and down?
Blowing a balloon up. You've done it before in the past.
Oh, okay. No, yeah. Thunder.
All right.
And it gives it an epic sound, and it makes it sound like it's big and huge. And when the drums come in, it's so propulsive, isn't it?
Yeah.
So much better than the real McCoy.
It's all in the rhythm for me, this record. I mean, it's got the spirit of What's One Did Part 1, Runaway. Mm. But it's got a different mood, hasn't it? Because of the lyrics, I believe, a little bit, as well as the brilliant, brilliant sound of the record.
And it hasn't got a German man coming in halfway through going, "Oh, capitalism is bad."
No.
To spoil it.
It's just a spirit of dance, isn't it? You are free on the dance floor. That's what everyone's after. So I think the lyrics and the sound of the lyrics absolutely back this up, despite it being, it's almost cliched, the actual words itself. When I hold you, baby, feel your heartbeat close to me. I want to stay in your arms forever. Only love can set you free. Any other record, I'd dismiss this. But on this one, I'm thinking, that's so true, Entrance.
I mean, those are the kind of lyrics we'd get in like a 1950s chart.
Yes.
Aren't they? Sort of very... Not much to them, and they're quite nebulous.
They could do it as we did before in the other record with G minor CD. When I wake each morning and the storm beats down on me, and I know we belong together, only love can set you free. Set you free. All that sort of stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing to do with... Well, it is. I have just said it's a lot to do with the lyrics. They seem pertinent for the sound of this record. You feel a freedom dancing on the dance floor, off your head probably.
Yeah, there's a synergy between the music and the lyrical content.
Yes.
It's the lyrical content synergy. Inspired by a night out at the Hacienda in 1989, apparently. Kevin O'Toole from Entrance said, "They used to pass round pints of water and a woman came up to me and I felt her heartbeat through her top." Now, he doesn't say how he felt that.
What do you mean?
Well, if she's like a woman came up to me, so like she's physically like embracing him, you might feel the heartbeat. But if he's just putting his hand out, it's a different thing.
Kelly Lorena, you're talking about, the lead singer, she does a great job on this record.
No, it's not Kelly Lorena. She's not the woman from the story. They meet her much, much later.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to drag you off your... I mean, when people are on drugs, James, they do think they can feel heartbeats and see hair growing and feel auras.
Yeah. That sounds great. When Kevin O'Toole and his mate Dale Longworth went to a college just to ask, like, does anyone here sing? And that's where they meet Kelly Lorena, who's 16 when she records the vocal. And they say, "Do you want to come to Kevin's bedroom studio to record it?" And like every responsible 16-year-old girl, she went, "Two strange men asking me to go to their bedroom? Yes, please." Right. But luckily, in this case, it worked out because they had a big hit.
Great.
She said, "It captured that childhood moment in time. It was just me and 5 lads in a transit van going up to Belfast or Glasgow every week, playing the song for petrol money."
Showbiz.
Yeah, you'd like to think she'd know which one she was in. It's like, did you go across some water? Then it's Belfast.
All right.
They're still touring to this day, by the way.
So I learned in my... let me do my feature, James. I Googled Entrance, and they're still touring to this day. I've basically copied what you just said.
Sorry for preempting.
No. I'm all up for it. Insane Striker on YouTube says, "Never lose faith," which we mentioned in part 1, didn't we?
Yeah. Does he say "run away" as well?
No,
because that would be the opposite. Listen to part 1 for that.
Insane Striker says, "I understand it's not just the news. There is a weight in the air. There are demons trying to infect us. It's palpable. It's real life. I feel ill and limbless half the time, but the human spirit never dies." I mean, that's a feeling to be summoned up from a record, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's still on the drugs. I think that's what's going on there. Entrance would have another 3 UK top 10 hits.
Okay.
2 of them Sons Kelly, both cover versions. Do you know what of?
Can't remember.
"Staying Alive" and "Do You Think I'm Sexy?"
Okay.
But Kelly returns for their third, "Forever," in 2003, having had 2 top 10 hits of her own, including a cover version of "Tell It to My Heart."
Nice. It feels that a lot of people are into this record in the YouTube comments because it just appeared on a Netflix, that One Day drama they did. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, based on the David Nichols book.
Which was sort of set in the mid-90s, so you can imagine that being good. I mean, they're all talking about they want the night to last forever in it. That's another drug reference I'm going to say. I wish this could go on forever. I could feel this way. I think they even mention ecstasy in the words. Yeah, when we touch each other in the state of ecstasy. Hello?
What could that mean?
What could it mean?
What's going on there? They're so subtle with their references. And there
mean-
was such a bloody... I mean, I was never part of that world. I was 17, but I looked like a 12-year-old essentially, and I never went out to clubs and things like that, and I wasn't particularly into dance music, but I remember how ridiculous the scare stories in the media were about rave culture at that time, how it was like a big deal, and we have to clamp down on people going out and having a nice time.
Yes. Setting the benchmark for years to come, I'm going to say. I feel that a bit, don't you? The death of the nightlife.
Well, you think you trace it back to then?
What, the release of this record?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say that just for a bit of content, if any.
We're-
It's all to do with this. That's a good.
We're
point.
saying that Set You Free by Entrance was the end of nightlife as we know it.
Yeah, I mean, it is. A lot of people were saying it's trance music. They weren't saying it's trance music. So I'm guessing that entrance might be the reason rather than entrance. I
I am
it,
going to
though,
keep calling it Entrance though because it amuses me greatly.
as you should. Well, we've heard about entrance talking about what sets you free, haven't we?
Yeah.
Entrance. Shall we hear some other pop stars and you have to try and tell me what they said about freedom? Yeah?
Okay.
All right.
I'm hoping the Soup Dragons are coming up in this.
Could be, couldn't they? Yeah. Who said a hero is someone who understands the responsibility that comes with his freedom?
Spider-Man.
No. We already mentioned him. He wrote Forever Young that one of the X Factor lot did.
The Soup Dragons. Oh, Bob Dylan.
Who said, expose yourself to your deepest fear. After that, fear holds no power, and the fear of freedom shrinks and vanishes. You are free.
What if my deepest fear is a primary school?
You'd have to go back to your primary school and face up
Now,
to
what
it.
does it say?
Expose yourself. All right, then. You and the Lizard King, he got done for exposing himself.
Jim Morrison.
That's right.
From The Doors. Which is another word for entrance.
Who said, I find only freedom in the realms of eccentricity?
Oh, someone bonkers. Who's crazy in the coconut?
He got renowned for it, though. If anyone else reinvents themselves every year, you'd think they've got problems, wouldn't you? You trying to be this fella reinventing
Is it David
himself.
Bowie?
You got it. Although it's David Bowie, James. I'm still going to pick you up on that whenever it happens.
David Bowie and entrance.
Who's the lead singer of Herman's Hermits?
Peter No One.
That's right.
Yep.
Listen to old episodes to get that. We've had enough of fellas mansplaining to us what freedom is. Who said, I'll tell you what freedom is? No fear. I mean, really, no fear.
Madonna.
Now, what clue can I give you about her? She's got a name a bit like a fella who tells you to do things. It's a bit like Simon. Oh, I can't be bothered. Is Nina Simone?
What an awful clue.
A really terrible clue. Anyway, I won't get into it. Let's do another woman while we're here. I'll tell you who this is. After, I think women want freedom. They want to be empowered. They want hope. They want love. I'm not afraid to say those things and act on them. What pop star said that?
Oh, is this a female pop star?
Yes. I mean, to give you some clues, she wants freedom. She wants to be empowered. So she sells them some fashion. She sells them some perfume. She's got one of the greatest voices in pop music, I think.
Rihanna.
That's right. Riri said it.
Knowing what I know of you.
Number 2.
Down one to number 2, because it was last week's number 1, where it was number 1 for 3 weeks. It's Cotton Eye Joe by Rednecks.
A divisive record.
In what way?
It's one of those songs or one of those tunes or one of those platters or one of those tracks that, a lot of people say, I hate this one. It's really annoying. It's up there often in sort of same realm as Mr. Blobby, I feel, as a record to be disparaged.
It's better than that, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, I loved this record at the time. I've enjoyed listening to this week. It sends me a bit mad, which I always enjoy.
It does send you a bit mad. The marketing bloke from the record company said, the effect of the song in the clubs is beyond belief. Within a split second, it looks like everybody's got mad cow disease.
It hasn't got a na. It hasn't got a ha yet. It has got a hey at the end of it, though, to keep you going and dancing while you spiral into a sort of insanity.
Yeah. If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married long time ago. So what is Cotton Eye Joe? Is it just fear of commitment? Could be.
Could be, couldn't it? That's a good reading, James. You know me, I always like a contrarian. If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe, something like that, isn't it? Ding.
Yeah.
If it hadn't been for James Cook, I'd be not doing the podcast anymore.
Yeah.
Go on, tell me about Cotton Eye Joe. It's got a big history to this song. I knew this song, a iteration of it at least, well before Rednecks.
Yeah, which version?
Don't know, just like a folk song, isn't it? The chorus of, where did you come from? Where did you go? I've just felt I'd heard that all my life.
Well, Cotton Eyed Joe is the folk song, the old American folk song.
Now, is it? It is also, it's not definitely Cotton Eye Joe because of the folk song nature. It's a slave song, isn't it, originally, I believe?
Yeah, but when it was someone first wrote it down in 1882.
Oh, yeah.
It was Cotton Eyed.
I think I've done the same research as you. Okay, then let's get into it. What does Cotton Eyed mean?
It means when your eyes go white.
Because you're either drunk, or you're blind, or you've got syphilis. These are all the reasons I heard why you might have white eyes.
Glaucoma, cataracts. Or it could be when miners come out from under the ground and they're covered in soot and the only thing that's white is their whites of their eyes. Could be that.
I also learned it could be because they were drinking wood alcohol, which is, one of the moonshine type stuff, and that caused you to go blind.
Yeah. But which one of those would stop you being married?
I don't know.
It's probably syphilis, isn't it?
I know what you're saying. Because there's a woman vocalist on there. She's doing the verses, which isn't part of the traditional folk song, is it? The verses. This is a new, as all folk song must do, a new iteration of it, a new awareness. But I think it's a man who's singing about Cotton Eye Joe, and he's took the woman off, if you know what I mean. Cotton Eye Joe's a bounder who'll run off with your woman, I think.
Well, it's open to interpretation.
I watched a video called The Insane Story of Cotton Eye Joe on a channel called Polyphonic. He was very good, this fellow. He talked about how in the late 20s, this song was recorded by people like Dyke's Magic City Trio and Gid Tanner and his Skillet Lickers. All this type of stuff. They were all saying this song was updated and modified continually. Then Burl Ives recorded it in the 40s. Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys did it. Who couldn't I give you a good clue for in our quote quiz earlier?
Nina Simone.
She recorded it in 1959. Then in the 80s, it was in movies like Urban Cowboy, Honeysuckle Rose. The Chieftains did it in 1992. And these days, it became a popular meme because a chicken nugget was singing it. Are you familiar with this?
No, I'm not.
So this chicken nugget singing Cotton Eye Joe, that became a meme the last couple of years. So loads of people have gone back to the Rednecks and I suppose gone back even further. It had 3 billion views in 26 days, that chicken nugget.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
You mentioned the Chieftains version from 1992. That was the direct inspiration for this version.
Okay.
The writers of this song, despite the fact that it's based on an old American folk song, is Jana Eriksson, Erdjan Urban Erberg, and Pat Renitz.
I mean, the bit they write is when the female vocalist comes to town.
Annika Ljungberg.
Is that her name?
Yes.
She's saying things like he came to town like a midwinter storm. He rode through the fields handsome and strong. So the Cotton-eyed, the damage to the eyeballs is not so loud and clear in this song. He seems to be, I don't know what's a good word for it, a Romeo, a gadabout.
A syphilitic Romeo. We should also mention the male vocalist is Goran Danielsson. But that's not him in the video. It's some bloke lip syncing.
That's a good question. Did you watch the video?
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people were from America were saying, this reminds me of Dallas, this reminds me of the other. There's a touch of cultural appropriation some people were complaining about in the video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that. Apparently, the video was supposed to be a parody of Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Okay.
Which it kind of is, in a way.
Yeah. I loved it, the video. I thought it had a great mood to it, everyone being daft.
Because the Rednecks, they're from Sweden, as you've probably worked out from all the names that I've read out.
Yeah.
But what they did was they gave them all ridiculous pseudonyms
Go on.
and dressed them up to look like stereotypical hillbillies. They wouldn't let them be interviewed, and they put out like a fake bio saying that they'd found them in Idaho, and then they brought them to Sweden so that they could express their musical gifts. And it's all nonsense and everything. But, you know, it worked because Rednecks gets loads of press. The press starts just printing the story as if it's true. And apparently it wasn't until February 1995, so after it's been number one in the UK for 3 weeks, that a Swedish newspaper said, no, they're just Swedish. This is ridiculous. They're not really from Idaho. There have been 26 members of the Rednecks, who, by the way, the Rednecks, still active, and most of them take on pseudonyms. Here are some of my favourite Redneck pseudonyms.
Oh, please.
Jiggy McClaganahan, Purvis the Paligator, Ken Tacky, the original Bone Duster Croc, and Mo Lester.
Well done, Rednecks. Imaginative. Better than M&H's nicknames.
Yeah.
All right.
Mo Lester, honestly. It is so stupid.
Yeah.
And, you know, I can see how people would be annoyed by it.
Of course, that is part of the reason it's made the way it is, and they're thinking you're either going to love this or hate this, which I always think is a brave thing to do.
Yeah.
Might be the key to pop music. I often feel we'll make this. Loads of people hate it, but the people who love it really like it.
And it is a novelty record.
It's a worldwide hit as well. Why do you think
Absolutely.
Why do you think it's novelty? I mean, it's part of the folk tradition. This is what everyone's saying, and what I believe in. I knew this song before the mid-90s. Why do you think it's a novelty as opposed to...
I think it's more to do with the presentation than the song itself.
Yeah, right.
But all the stuff about the band pretending to be one thing and dressing up and all that makes it a novelty, I think. I have jokingly said to my wife in the past that I want this sung at my funeral by everyone.
Be good.
And they all have to be crying as they sing it. I hope she realises that's a joke.
I was wondering about Rednecks. Did you look into what they did after this record by any chance?
Well, they carried on.
They carried on. Do you know what the
carried on.
follow-up? You know what the follow-up, the sequel to this record was called?
Was it Poppin' Old Oak or something
Old
like
Pop
that?
in the Oak.
Old Pop in the Oak.
And it sounds. Would you believe they're going? Dun, 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 I'll pop in the oak, or pop in the oak. So it already sounds like Cotton Eye Joe, doesn't it? They've chose the words to deliberately sound like that.
I remember Lee and Herring doing a joke at the time on their radio show that the follow-up to Cotton Eye Joe was going to be called Velvet Tongue Ian.
That song, I'll Pop in the Oak, is about someone's dad getting chased up a tree by a skunk. Unusual.
It was all the time in Sweden.
Then they did some African-type records, talk about cultural appropriation, which I don't believe happens in pop music, so I'm all for it. They did a record called Football is My Religion for one of the World Cups, I think. They're always looking for a hit, Rednecks.
Yeah, and yet they've got Cotton Eye Joe. I mean, those three writers that I mentioned, they all made about 5 million quid from the song.
All right, this is good. I had a little look at this as well. You can do the jingle this time, James.
What the hell are Rednecks doing now?
Would you believe? And Google News, Rednecks, when I typed it in, they are selling themselves as a company, as a whatever you want to call it, an organisation, and they were up for value for 1.5 million. No one bought it, and then they put themselves up to 2 million, displaying great American sentiments. I think we've learned anything lately.
Oh, what was the name of their album?
Would it be something to do with Cotton Eye Joe, one would hope?
No, it wasn't.
Really?
It was something to do with one of the instruments that features quite heavily.
Okay. Banjo.
Not the banjo.
The fiddle. Were they called the Fiddlers?
No, their album was called Sex and Violins.
Pretty good, isn't it?
But for some reason, it just took, didn't it? It just took. Sometimes these mad things, they strike a nerve, but with millions of people around the world.
Yeah, it's a worldwide hit, as I mentioned. Also, I should have pointed this out, it's got a big neighing horse on it, hasn't it? That's another part of the sound of it. Or, you know, they chuck everything in, the proverbial kitchen sink. Have you heard of the name, sometimes for a crusty sandwich, it's called a banjo? Do you know that?
No, I've not heard that.
It's a northern thing, I believe. And the reason it's called a banjo is because when you're eating it, you know all that.
the UK's number 1.
It's up one to number 1, the first of its 7-week stay there. It's Celine Dion with Think Twice.
I think I massively underestimated how massive this song was.
Your words.
No, that's what I just said, yeah.
Okay.
Those were my words.
I can never tell sometimes.
Okay.
All right, then.
If you'd have gone, did this get to number 1? I would have gone, oh, probably. But 7 weeks is a long old time, especially in the 90s. I know there was the Wet, Wet, Wet and the Bryan Adams thing, but 7 weeks, that's a huge hit. It took 16 weeks to get to number 1.
Old school.
Yeah, it took 4 months to rise up the chart, including 3 weeks at number 2 and 2 months inside the top 10. And it became the first single to top the UK charts on CD sales alone.
That's right. I'd heard that it wasn't pressed as a vinyl single. Might be wrong.
Yeah, it wasn't really much call for it in the clubs. Unless you wanted everyone to go home.
I'm going to do it early, James.
Okay.
No, just for that. I Googled Celine Dion.
Oh, I thought you were going to play the song, but we're doing this. Okay.
Don't say what you want to say. I'll do it in the style of it. I Google Celine Dion, and she's back doing gigs essentially. Anyway, she's got over a terrible debilitating disease. Debilitating, is that a word?
Yeah, it's debilitating.
Okay, well done, me.
It's like a cross between debilitating and liberating.
So she's doing gigs back again in Paris, so everyone's delighted about that, and that's a great thing, isn't it? Celine Dion, terrible what happened to her, although she never lost a game of musical statues in the last 7 years, etc., etc. My apologies, everybody. We're only joking. She's back. She's all right now.
And she's really going for it here, isn't she?
Yeah, this hasn't got a oh no. She's got a big no on this. Well, I love this record this week, James. I forgot all about it, didn't you?
Yeah. It sounds, I mean, I know this chart is from 31 years ago at time of recording, but it sounds dated. It sounds like it's from the 80s. It sounds like, let's do something a bit like The Power of Love by Jennifer Rush.
But much better.
But the production on it just sounds quite tinny and thin.
Did you listen to it more than a minute? Because I thought that the first time I heard it, I thought, oh, this is weak. But of course, they're just doing a little preempted thing before it kicks in and everything holds up to,
Yeah, I know. The thing it's got going for it is Celine Dion doing it completely dead seriously, really giving it everything. That's good.
She sings it great. So much personality, so much technical ability in there. From doing this podcast, I've turned into a Celine Dion fan, James. Someone on YouTube asked, what do King Crimson and Celine Dion have in common?
Well, I know the answer to that.
Go on.
It's Pete Sinfield and Andy Hill, the writers of this song. Pete Sinfield was in King Crimson, and he also wrote on Rain or Shine, 5-star.
Okay.
I Believe in Father Christmas.
Again, loads of people.
Greg Lake.
Can I just mention I Believe in Father Christmas? We covered that extensively in one of our old podcasts, and I only say that, James, because it makes people aware that we've done once in the past.
We've done loads of these.
Loads of them.
Andy Hill, Making Your Mind Up.
Bucks Fizz.
Yeah. Walks Like Rihanna.
No, who sang
by
that?
The Wanted.
Okay.
And both of them worked on The Land of Make Believe by Bucks Fizz.
Okay. So it's got all that to it. It sounds MOR, doesn't it, if you're going to use musical genres, something to beat it with, but I don't think so. I just think it's beautiful, this record.
Okay, good. I'm glad you like it. It's not for me. I can appreciate what she's doing. I get the song. It's a bit too much for my taste.
So she's knocking around in the key of F for a bit. I like the bit goes, but baby, this is serious. Great line of it. Are you thinking about you or us? I mean, that's a good accusation to chuck at someone. Are you thinking about you or us? Brilliant.
Who is Russ?
Don't say what. Like
Russ Abbott.
It's got
Russ Abbott.
Could be. I like an atmosphere. So it's got the 145 in. That's all going on. So don't say what you want to say. Look back before you leave my life. Little, nothing earth shattering. but it hits you in the heart.
Did it?
Do you know that feeling, James, of before you go off, before you decide to change your life, think twice? I think that's a great sentiment as well.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's the deepest one ever, but it's worth mentioning now and again. Have a little consider.
Yeah. Have a little think about it.
I wish I'd thought twice now and again in life, don't you?
What, before agreeing to do this podcast?
That's a major one at the moment.
Look, don't say what you're about to say. Look back before you leave my life. It's very dramatic. Very
So dramatic. Oh, I'm glad you brought this up. Hogul Lamata Sows on YouTube says that there's nothing wrong with loving someone and not wanting to lose them. This generation of Gen Z need to listen to this song.
That'll sort it. That'll solve all the problems. If only they listened to more Celine Dion.
Yeah. Did you watch the video?
No, I didn't watch the video.
Did you not?
No, but I know that you did. Tell me all about it.
It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. There she is, Celine Dion, looking a little bit like David Brent. And if you don't know me by now, video, she's got a touch of that going on. Always funny, yeah? We mentioned that.
Very serious. This is serious, as she sings.
And then she gets on to arguing with this really handsome fella in a house. You think, what are they arguing about?
What are you doing here?
They convey a sense of an unhappy couple. What on earth could be wrong? And then the reveal is the fella that Celine Dion is with is an ice sculptor, and he's obsessed with ice sculpting. So no wonder she's unhappy. He can't get it. He's like a man possessed.
Yeah.
James in the video is there going on about everything, and then she's worried. Then he goes off, and then this is a good comment. Where is it? I love it. This sums it up. Nevi H. Brown on YouTube says, it really bothers me that this guy isn't wearing something to protect his eyes while sculpting that ice.
That's what she's having to go about. Think twice. It's a health and safety warning. Put your bloody goggles on, mate. Also, your hands are always cold, and it's off-putting.
The resolution of the video is that Celine allows the fella to keep his ice sculptings in the basement rather than in the house, and she said can walk around. I mean, I've never seen it conveyed in video before, James, the obsession of the ice sculptor.
You can't keep ice sculptures in a house because after a day, you'll have puddles.
Look, they've had a big argument about it. I'm sure that room was kept at the correct temperature.
It really does undercut the line, this is serious, if you're arguing about ice sculptures, isn't it?
Are you thinking about me or ice, maybe?
Yeah.
So you're not feeling this song. You've got, what's wrong with you?
I'm dead inside, clearly.
You're dead inside.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the top 10 from the 31st of January 1995, thoroughly analysed by two experts. So what are your favourites, Andy?
I am going to say, only because I've just been going on about it, Celine Dion was a real surprise to me. The 10% I bought was Green Day, but I'm going to go for the old Entrance.
Yeah.
It's a thrilling example of dance music, which I'm not always, the biggest fan of. What about you? What's your favourite?
It's got to be Here Comes the Hotstepper by Anika Mosey.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
just think
great
it's
as well.
phenomenal, and it fills such a role in society that you just put it on and everyone's like, oh, it's this, and they all have a big dance and hooray, because that's what pop music should be about, I think.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes.
I'm happy with
Yeah.
our favourites.
Yes. Aren't we good? Aren't we good? Well, we've got more to come in our special bonus episode, our bonus tracks coming up for our Patreon backers, which you can become, by the way. Just go to patreon.com/ShubiPodcast and you can get access to what must now be about 2.5 days worth of extra content. Some would say that's too much, and we say no, it's never enough. And this week featuring some very confident young women, Dunder Mifflin's drummer, and some needless on-tour cattiness.
As always, you can listen to the 10 records we have been discussing in these 2 podcasts and the half a dozen we're about to for our bonus tracks. We would like to thank all the artists who made these records. We'd like to thank all the musicians who played on them. We'd like to thank everybody who bought these records in the mid-90s, but in the top 10. We'd like to thank ice sculptors everywhere. But mainly, we'd like to thank you very much for watching and listening. We appreciate it. As always, you can rate, share, follow, subscribe. Please do that. It really helps us out.
And until next time, shooby-dooby-doo-up.
Bop, bop, shoot up.